Welcome to the Newsome MMA podcast, sponsored by CBD Life UK. I'm your host, as always, Newsome, and today I'm joined once again by one of the rising stars in women's MMA, Kennedy the Machine 2.0 Freeman. First of all, thank you, Kennedy, for taking the time during fight week to allow this interview to happen. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, feeling good. Just ready to fight on Saturday. Can't wait.
Awesome. It's good to have you back on here. I think it's your third or fourth time on the podcast, right?
Yeah, I think it's 3 times now.
Yeah, we'll get you into that Newsome MMA Hall of Fame one day. Get you a t-shirt. So, how are things since your professional MMA debut? How are you feeling?
Oh, honestly, I was buzzing after me win. It's nice to have another fight so close because obviously I got in there and I got out and I didn't get any injuries. So
Sure.
a couple of weeks I had a little bit of time just eating what I wanted and then I was straight back onto diet and training. So I feel even fitter and sharper than I did my last fight.
That's good to hear. So, how do you feel your camp's gone? You know, I'm hearing all kind of great things coming out of your social media and your dad's social media too. Everything to me sounds really positive.
Yeah, obviously I was fit and ready for my last fight, so I've just added on to that. I've worked on things. I mean, my last fight went all my way, but I've still seen things that I wanted to work on. So I've worked on them things. I've got a little bit fitter, a bit stronger, and I just feel even better than the last time. There's nothing gone wrong this camp really.
Also, I mean, without giving too much away, then, as we know, repercussions inside the cage can happen. What aspects of your game have you really been working on during camp? You know, where have you been looking to improve?
Well, obviously, I know I've watched the girl that I'm fighting. She looks like a boxer, so I've been working as if I'm fighting a boxer. But like I says, it can go to the ground. She might come in and shoot on us. I don't have a clue what's going to happen. So I've just been working everything. I think she's a little bit smaller than me, so I've been working on, fighting a smaller opponent and stuff, and
Yeah.
just trying to pick things that will work for this fight, but not just try to drill the same thing over and over. Because sometimes when you get stuck in that same, the same thing day in day out, if the fight doesn't go that way, people are like, "Oh God, what do I do now?" So just working everything really.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to have a plan B, and you know every successful MMA fighter will tell you the same. You know, if you go in like you've just said, if you go in there looking to do one thing and having one game plan, and it doesn't go your way. You know, it's the last place you want to look lost is inside a locked cage with an opponent opposite you for sure.
Yeah.
So before we talk a little bit about your opponent, for anyone that hasn't tuned in previously, I just want to ask you about the blood testing program from your fight management company, Heavy Duty. Heavy Duty offer all their fighters the opportunity to undertake the exclusive blood testing program by Primer Solutions, which basically monitors your body during fight camp and the weight cut just to put you in the best physical shape ready for when you step foot in the cage. So, is the blood testing something you've used for this fight?
Since my last fight, I haven't had it done. It's only been a few weeks, and I feel good in myself. So I haven't popped down to see the management team and get that done. But obviously, my last fight I did, and my fight before that, I explained last time. But I'm prone to being anemic, so sometimes if I can, I start feeling really unwell, get really dizzy and lightheaded, and it takes too long to get booked in at the doctors and stuff. So I just nip down, I see them, I get my blood results, and within 2 or 3 days they've got them. Then they tell us, they sure that that's what it is. It is because I'm anemic, and I get some medication, and I'm ready to go again. So
Awesome. So you're fighting the French Polynesian flyweight Floria Harney, made for the Cage 27 Vendetta this Saturday night. Now, I was under the impression that she was training out at the well-renowned French gym, the MMA Factory, but after doing a bit of research myself, it looks like she trains at Gamebred Academy, fighting out of Queensland, Australia. So, how much do you know about this girl, and how much have you studied her game? I know you mentioned that you think she's more of a boxing style.
yeah, I've only watched like I think there's one or maybe two videos online of her. I haven't looked too much into it. She looks quite boxing style, and I'm sure after one of her fights, she said that she's having a pro boxing fight. That she does that on the side. So she's a pro boxer. She does that on the side of MMA. Um, she looks really strong, but to be fair, I'd be happy if she wants to, stand and trade with us because that's my game. So hopefully, fingers crossed that she wants to stick to that game because it'll be a very good fight if so.
Definitely. So have you and your team at Machine MMA adopted a game plan specifically tailored towards Floria Harney's weaknesses, or are you entering that cage on Saturday totally focusing on what you're going to be doing, or a plan A and a plan B?
Yeah, obviously I don't like to pick. my opponent's weaknesses. I like to work off, my strengths, because she could have changed in the couple of months that it's led up to this fight from our last one. So I like to see what I'm good at, work on that. If it matches my opponent's weaknesses, then great. But if not, I'm gonna make that my opponent's weaknesses. So I'm not really that bothered.
Cool. So how do you see this fight playing out, Kennedy? How are you going to get your hand raised and bring that win back home?
I'm just gonna go in there all guns blazing, looking to finish the fight. Hopefully another early finish would be nice. I've trained hard. I know I can go the 3 5 minute rounds at easy, so I feel fit and I feel ready. So I'll be
Oh,
pushing the pace, and just hopefully that I want a good scrap. It would be great to have a good scrap, because maybe the Cage is a local show for me, so I'm gonna have a big crowd there. So it'd be nice to have someone that wants to stand and trade and make it a crowd pleasing fight.
awesome. Yeah, and you sort of beat me to the last point I was going to make here. So before we wrap this up, and I've touched on this before. This fight is at the Rainton Meadows Arena, which is very much up north, which is also where the majority of your fan base currently lies. So how many of your fans are you expecting to turn up to watch your fight?
Oh God, I've sold 50 tickets, so obviously 50 of them. There's two of the guys from my gym fighting who I think have sold 10 to 20 tickets each as well. And obviously it's a local show for me, so there's going to be people there that I haven't sold tickets to that I'm going to know. So it's going to be very loud, and I can't wait. Maybe for the Cage has been a show that I've wanted to get on for ages. Just like I've been matched and opponents have pulled out. I've had to pull out. Um, one of the shows got cancelled for I'm not sure what the reason was, but it got cancelled. So it's finally happening, and I just can't wait.
Yeah, I feel like the atmosphere is genuinely going to be something special, especially when you walk out to the cage. So, what message have you got for your fans that are going to be in the arena for you?
I'd just like to say thank you to all of them that keep supporting us. It makes it much better when I know I've got a big, strong set of people coming to watch us. I know that it's going to be like all my nerves that are going to be there. As soon as I hear them lot go crazy, that I'm just going to be ready to go. It calms us down. And I just want to thank them all for coming. I couldn't do it without them, really.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I can't wait. I'm actually going to be at the event as well. I'm going to be covering start to finish, so I'll be in the arena too. I'm looking forward to finally meeting yourself and your dad too, and the rest of the Machine MMA team also. So, before I sign myself off, Kennedy, as always, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can make those shout outs to your sponsors, team, coaches, family, friends, and anybody else that you need to say thank you to. So, the floor is yours. Take it away.
Thanks. Obviously, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Genetic Supplements, Car Credit 365, and Premier Nutrition. They're my main three sponsors, and I couldn't do it without them. Uh, get loads of help off them. Obviously, HD Management for getting this fight and helping us out with bits and bobs during the fight camp. All the guys at Machine MMA, my coach, my mum, my dad, everybody. I just can't thank them enough.
From my side of things, if you're listening to this interview on the Newsome MMA YouTube channel, it's also available on the Newsome MMA website too, along with so much additional content surrounding all aspects of MMA. It really does have something for everybody on that website, from betting advice to prediction videos and podcasts to specific content coming from heavy duty fight management as well. Also, please check out my sponsors of Newsome MMA, which is CBD Life UK. You can access the offers from my sponsorship by clicking on any of the banners on the Newsome MMA website, and you can also get 15% off your first order by using promo code Newsome MMA. So don't miss out on those offers. Once again, Kennedy, I just want to say thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday night.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you. Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot, Kennedy. Good luck.
See ya.